Hello students, this is Dr. Obsidia. Today I'm going to teach you how not to play a game called Bomber Crew. This is a nice little game that I got on Steam. Most of the games I get on Steam actually. It's a good platform and I recommend it to anybody who doesn't know much about it. There's also some other good ones too, such as GOG and Epic. They're kind of small platforms, but Steam tends to be the biggest distributor of games, and if you haven't heard of it, which I asked my class today if they had, and many of them had not, so I decided to make a little video to introduce some of the stuff that I've got. I've got a pretty extensive Steam library. You can check the link below this video. If you're interested in picking up some games, there's some cheap places to pick them up. Of course, Steam has their own digital sales. The winter sale's coming up soon. Also, the Humble Bundle is a good way to get it, and you can see a link in the description below of this video for a link to Humble Bundle. And some of your money that you spend there goes to charity as well, so that's a good place to pick up your game. Anyway, Bomber Crew. This is a fun little game. I use a controller. It's an Xbox One control pad, and we're going to take a look at this. And you can see I played it a little bit already, so I kind of know what I'm doing, but it's been a little while since I've actually picked it up. So I'm kind of going back into it, trying to remember things. I did go through the tutorial to kind of refresh my memory, but you do see a few of the dead people standing in front of you. Yeah, those were Sergeant Marion Muir, Sergeant Ernest Burns, Sergeant Marion Riley. Yeah, those were some good memories. They died well. I think one of them fell off the wing of my airplane. That was my mistake. But, you know, sometimes in the heat of the moment, yeah, you send somebody on the wing of your bomber and they fall off. So hopefully I don't make that mistake again. But let's at least take a look at some of the intro parts of this game. I actually have a save game set up. And there's my airplane, the Obsidian Knight, you can see over there, and it looks great. This is your main screen. You can see your overview and your recruit part at the bottom there. And we're going to take a look at these. So here, the RAF, I flew one mission, shot down 10 enemy fighters, but this is just basically a tutorial, so it's easy peasy. And I haven't really done anything yet with this. Don't even have a full crew. So let's take a look. And we're going to have to pick up some people that are going to end up probably getting themselves killed. Oh, hey, look. The holiday. They threw some mistletoe up in the corner. The lights are buzzing and everything. Alright, so you can click on somebody and see here what they do. This is your, I guess your engineer, gives you a little wrench there. You can see the armor, the speed. It's nice to have some speed, I think, in the person who's going to do repairs. And I've got 3 to choose from. One of the things I chose originally was repairs, or the speed, because they're going to be running around the airplane a little bit. So she looks like a good choice. Signed her up. She probably won't last very long. Now I've got my engineers. Now I need a gunner and a bombardier or targeting person. I forget what they're called. I think bombardier. I've got 3 gunners up here right now. It usually gives you 3 of one and 2 of another. So we'll check out the gunners here. Gunners don't need much speed, but it is nice that they have some armor because they do get shot up pretty bad. This guy, he's got 2 armor. Yeah, V. Barton looks like he's my man. We're going to pick him up. Could change the name, but I like his stash. Let's see. What do we got here? Bombardier, a little bit of speed's nice. The Bombardier does occasionally run back and forth between the front gun and the bomb bay, so it's nice to have a little bit of speed there. Usually the front gunner doesn't get shot as much. Yeah, a little speed is good. I mean, they're probably going to die anyway, so I know I'm optimistic, but it's like I said, I'm teaching you what not to do, right? Alright, moving on to crew gear. You can buy your crew different kinds of gear. Now see, they come with, yeah, my first crew that I got comes with helmets and things like that. So, let's see, Kennedy. Oops, this is the wrong screen. Kennedy, you can get like a preset if you want to give him a basic setup or something, but I don't have enough unlock of the, you see that little magnifying glass with the eye, you get those as you do missions and things. You just got some basic money. So I could buy, well, you know, it's winter time, and you can see the stats off to the far right side. Armor is always nice when they get shot, and speed when they run around. course, if you fly up high, which I'm not going to be doing with the early crew, they don't need to worry about temperature too much. And also, the survival is nice if you have to bail out over water, or if you have to crash land or something, or bail out over land. They at least have a chance to survive. So that's kind of nice, but I tend not to think that I'm going to die yet. So I know I might be optimistic. Giving them at least a helmet might be a good idea for my new people. Maybe a light flak vest so that they're a little slower, but at least they're somewhat protected. The rest of the stuff can't really buy. I'm not going to have a whole lot of options right now. We're going to give old Vernon Barton here the same setup as the last one. Like I said, I'm not too worried about these guys' survival at this point. Later, if they die, you're going to have to replace them. You're going to lose some of your skills and stuff, but that's okay. Well, they've got 15 armor on this guy. Let's see. Yeah. Ooh. My radio man's got 27 armor. He's sitting pretty. There we go. So that looks good. Going on to training. This is where you would train your people. And you can see like the primary pilot already has emergency landing and bailout. So you can tell everybody to bail out of the airplane. You can also do emergency landing for it and things like that. All the other ones are pretty much locked up. Yeah, we can see Marion Moore. Oh, he's back. He's back from the dead. That's probably because he just started out. He's the starting guy. His trait is radio repairer, and his hometown is Stavely. Yeah, my engineer, he's an amateur climber. He's from Letchworth Garden City. I don't know that climbing is going to be very helpful in the airplane, but maybe climb out on the wing. Do-it-yourself enthusiast here, Ernest Burns. He likes to do it himself, I guess. Well, he's going to be navigating, so that's what he's going to be doing himself. Doesn't navigate well, we're all dead. Let's see, the radio operator was a prison warden. His hometown is Boodle. A prison warden, I'm not sure what she? Yeah, Marion, so she. I'm not sure what she's doing on the radio, but hey. We have an astronomer. He better not be looking up too much while he's shooting at the enemies. And Barton here is an Olympic runner. And he's a little bit slow. He's only 93%. Well, I guess you're wearing a flak check. You're going to be slow anyway. And our bomb aimer, or bombardier here, he's pretty quick. He's a tennis coach. I guess that's where he got his legs from. Let's take a look at the airplane. This is the Obsidian Knight. Wow. Yeah, I already painted it and everything. It's black because, Dr. Obsidia has the Obsidian Knight ship. I mean, it's got to be, or airplane's got to be looking good for our team here. Of course, you can paint it, add custom art and stuff. More gets unlocked as you go. Oops. The engines, they're all pretty standard. I can't do anything with them because it's a brand new airplane and a brand new campaign. So I don't have anything unlocked yet. The gun turrets, it's the same old story. Although I could put a ventral turret on. And that's pretty good if you're flying at like a little bit higher altitude because somebody can shoot down. But I don't know that I need it right now. Electrical system. Having a fire extinguisher is nice because if there's a fire, you're in trouble. But of course for the first missions I can't do anything. So I'm going to save some money for that. The equipment rack here, I've got a medical kit and I've got a fire extinguisher in my front. I don't have any racks installed here or here. But if I did, I could put an equipment rack and put like a parachute on there or something. I don't want to do that right now. They're too low level. It doesn't matter much. And then your fuselage, this is where you can put your armor and things. I could level up the armor for each of the sections of the airplane because I'm going to get shot up real bad. And of course, if you want to increase your survival, you can get a homing pigeon or a pigeon. And also you can get a dinghy. So if you go dump it in the drink in the water, you actually have a chance to survive. So, all right. Moving on to the briefing area. Here's where I pick my missions. Now I've actually got the campaign DLC that I can get secret weapons. Now those are pretty hard. It's going to get me killed if I do that. So I stick with the main campaign. And we can see basically it's a short duration. It's just a short hop. It's very low risk and I get very little reward for doing it. And it's only a practice bombing run. So that's basically the layout of this game and what we're going to be looking at. Now I'm not going to take off right now because save that for a future episode. However, It is a good way to get you kind of introduced to the game so you see what it's like. I think you can pick it up on Steam. It's getting pretty cheap on sale days and things, so if you wait for a sale you can get a pretty good deal. But overall it's a nice little game. I've dumped about 15 hours total into it so far, and I had a good time playing it, so it's nice to kind of get back into it a little bit and introduce it to some of you who might be interested in these games. And I'll continue to play some of the missions with you, and you can tag along for the ride. Hopefully we don't get shot down. Alright, class dismissed.